Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Ty here, and today we are back with more NFL predictions. And we're already on week 4. It's crazy how fast the season is going by. But last week we had a down week at 10-6. I didn't like how things went, but hopefully we can improve it this week with a tough slate this week, starting with the Packers and the Lions here, dude. Now, the Packers, I picked them last week to overcome horrible injuries, and still come out on top over the Saints. And now they're at home, against the Lions here. The Lions are playing great. They're a good football team. And I really do see a split happening. I don't know how the Lions could sweep the Packers, but because of the injuries, dude, because of the injuries to the Packers, because of everything that's happened, I have to pick the Lions, dude. I want to pick the Packers very badly here, but Bakhtiari being out, this D-line looked incredible last week against the Falcons, totaling up to 7 sacks. With Bakhtiari out, they're going to pressure Jordan Love and force him to make mistakes, and that's how they win this game, 20-17 over the Packers. Next up, bro, we have my Falcons here, bro. Going into London here at 9:30 freaking game, bro. Like, I'm gonna miss this game, bro. Why? But basically, Jaguars, this is your last chance. If you lose this game, it's not looking good. It's really not looking good. You were a fraud if you lose this game. And that's why I can't pick the Falcons. I picked the Jags here. It's essentially going to be a Jags home game. They're loved there. And I think, it's just, yeah, basically, bro. It's basically going to be a Jags home game, and they're going to beat the Falcons. I think it is close, and I really want the Falcons to come out with this dub, but I have to pick the Jags. Next up, we have a game that I literally flip-flopped so many times in picking this game. And what really, swayed my decision was that Rams O-line, dude. It was my concern going into the year, bro. And they were overcoming it early in the season, but I think it's starting to get worse. And I think this Colts D-line is going to play great. I think they're going to feast, and they're going to win this game. At home as well. That was also a big factor. The Colts at home here. Over the Rams, 20-17. Next up, we have another really difficult game. I'm not going to lie. This one's extremely difficult. I also went back and forth on this game, but I ended up deciding I had to go with the Browns here, dude. I wanted to go with the Ravens so badly, but the Browns defense has looked so good, and the Ravens are just not healthy enough. They're just not healthy enough, dude. Lamar has talked about he guarantees a bounce back or whatever, and I want to pick the Ravens so bad, but it's just something telling me not to. So I have to go with the Browns here to win over the Ravens, 17-16, a 1-point game. Justin Tucker will be busy, but not busy enough to win this one. They will lose, 16-17. Next up, we have, dude, 2 0-3 teams that have just, they have both shown some life. But of course, the Vikings with extremely close losses, dude. Absolutely heartbreaking losses if you're a Vikings fan, bro. And I think they have to rebound here, dude. There's no reason to think they don't. Of course, this is an Adam Thielen revenge game against his former team. I think he might feast. He might have a good day. But it will not be enough as the Vikings win a one-score game this year. They win their first one-score game this year. They got a long way to go to next year. To catch up to what they did last year. But they win this one 24-20. Next up, we have what was another difficult game for me, but this one, you know, it was a little bit easier in the fact that, I mean, the Bengals defense looked good last week, and it just is good, I think, bro. And I just think the Bengals win this game. Burrow doesn't look great right now, but I think he's still better than Tannehill. So I think, they really have an advantage everywhere. I do think it's very possible for them to lose this game. I have it being a pretty close game, but I just don't see it happening, bro. I don't see the Titans pulling this one off, and I think the Bengals win this one 24-20. Next up, we have what was another difficult game. This week is crazy, bro. The Saints-Bucks. Saints-Bucks. Really here, I think, in my opinion, bro, one of these two teams has been overperforming. And here's the thing. Derek Carr is out. Okay, Derek Carr is out. But I think Jameis can play good. This is Jameis' revenge game as well, right? He's already, played them. But basically, yeah, Jameis against his former team here. I think he does good. And I think I just trust the Saints team more. The Saints team is more talented, bro. I have to pick the Saints here, bro. I have to pick the Saints to win this one over the Bucks in a pretty low-scoring one, 17-13. Next up, we have what should be game of the week, possibly a game of the year candidate, which, this is going to happen twice, so, we've got two chances for that. Bills host the Dolphins in what should be a really good game. The Bills' defense has looked so good, bro, and you guys know I don't love the Bills, as someone who loves the Chiefs, bro. I don't really enjoy the Bills succeeding, but I think Josh is kind of motivated right now. This team's trying to prove some people wrong still. They had a lot of doubt after that first week, and they're still riding that wave, and they're at home. So I think they win this one in a 30-27 game. And yeah, I think they do win this one. It's going to be a good one, though. I think they win it 30-27, though. Next up, we have, bro, horrible game. Why does... This, honestly, should not be a televised National Football League game. This is literally two high school teams, bro. Come on, dude. This is currently a battle for the worst team in the NFL. It currently is. But I have the Broncos winning it. I just trust Russell Wilson way more than Justin Fields and Sean Payton. Even though I know Sean Payton hasn't done great, but I just cannot pick the Bears here. There's no reason I should pick the Bears here. So I take the Broncos here, and they get 16 points. I had to go with 16 here. 16-10 over the Bears. Next up, we have what should be a cakewalk for this Eagles team. Last year ended up not being. And with the way Brian Robinson has been playing, I do think there's a pretty solid chance this could be an upset, bro. I think there's actually a solid chance it could be an upset, especially with the way the Eagles have been playing. They haven't been playing great. This is definitely a potential trap game, but I can't do it. I think the Eagles still win convincingly here against, a team that's been very iffy in the Commanders as of late. They've shown, the ability to win, but then they get blown out by the Bills. So, I don't know if I trust this, right, bro? But it's an Eagles home game, so I have to take the Eagles here, bro. 27-10. Another game that was honestly hard for me. I wanted to pick the upset here with the Texans and the Steelers, but I feel like that Texans O-line hasn't been great, and TJ Watt and that whole, I don't know, what do we call this, bro? the steel curtain. Yes, the steel curtain is back, and they win this one with an interesting score, bro. They will be kicking a lot, bro, and they will win this one 19-13. Next up, we have another team in the Raiders that I believe could possibly be in contention for one of the worst teams in the league, along with the Broncos, dude. That's crazy. 2 in the AFC West. And the Chargers get back in the winning column here. They get back to 500 here. They did win last week. Get back in the winning column. They're back to 500. They're, either winning or losing, basically. They're at 500. They win this one, but it's close because it's the Chargers. So I think the Chargers win this one 27-23. Next up, we have what should be an absolute lock in the 49ers Cardinals. But with the way the Cardinals have been playing, you honestly have no idea, but you have the feeling that they have definitely overachieved in these first 3 weeks, and they kind of need a wake-up call that they're not that good, bro. And I don't know if they necessarily need the wake-up call. I feel like I could have phrased that better, but basically, the Cardinals are overachieving, and here it kind of stops. It's still, it's kind of relatively close, I guess, but the Niners win this one. I think it might be a late score by the Cardinals, honestly, to make it like this score. But I think the Niners pretty much just control this game the whole way through and win this one 24-13. Next up, we have the Patriots and Cowboys. Good game here. Could actually be a really close one. Cowboys coming off a tough loss. I think they rebounds here. In a close game, yes, against the Patriots here, they come out on top 20-17 over the Patriots. Next up, we have Sunday Night Football. The Chiefs play the Jets here, bro. I'm taking the Chiefs. I don't think the Chiefs put up a crazy amount of points. I think that Jets defense is still pretty good. But they put up 24, and they do enough to win here. They win this one. And then we have the last game of the week, the Seahawks versus the Giants. And I realize I have these records wrong. I am delusional. The Giants are 1-2, and then you have a 2-1 team right here. Sorry about that. I just have to pick the Seahawks here. I think the Seahawks win here. It's a close game, though, surprisingly. But I just can't pick against the Seahawks. They have a Giants defense that's just not great. And their offense hasn't been great either, bro. Really the only weakness to that Seahawks offense is like their O-line. And I don't trust the pass rush of the Giants enough. I like Thibodeau, but I don't know. I just don't know if I can trust that D-line to really mess things up for the Seahawks here. So I think the Seahawks do win this one 24-20. That's the last one, guys. I really hope you guys did enjoy this one. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.